We're cutting across to big breaking news that's coming in this evening. UK Prime Minister Liz Truss has now officially resigned, and this is after spending just 45 days in office. Big breaking news that's coming in was expected, considering that you had just hours ago the Home Secretary of the United Kingdom calling it quits, resigning. There's been a lot of outrage against Liz Truss, the steps that she's taken, but now has resigned as UK Prime Minister after spending just 45 days in office. This is the big breaking news coming in. The political turmoil in the United Kingdom continues, and with growing protests, growing anger, right now Liz Truss has decided to step down. The official comment has been made, the official statement has been made. There have been, of course, a series of controversies in a matter of 1 month that Liz Truss has found herself embroiled in. One, of course, was with regards to the mini budget that she brought in, which only led to more economical woes, and the fact that she decided to withdraw taxes, heavier taxes on the wealthier classes. That was a decision that was heavily criticized, and now, as expected, Liz Truss has resigned. Brief statement that's been put in saying, "I cannot deliver the mandate on which I've been elected," critically clearly mentioning and referring to the fact that she was chosen to pull UK out of the economic doldrums and out of the economic mess that they find themselves in. She said, "I cannot deliver the mandate on which I've been elected, will remain the Prime Minister till the successor is chosen." This time around, after spending 45 days in office, the man she squared off against, Rishi Sunak, it looks like it could be him after all, because many of their colleagues who had chosen Liz Truss over him this time around seem to be now rallying behind Rishi Sunak, who, of course, from the get-go was dead against Liz Truss's economic plan, was against her mini budget, was against her plan to actually withdraw heavier taxes on the wealthy. What will this mean for the United Kingdom? Essentially, the political turmoil continues. It also means that the economic mess that they're in will continue at this point. And things at this point are a little unpredictable. But considering that in a matter of 45 days, you're seeing Liz Truss having stepped down, having resigned as the UK Prime Minister, that itself speaks volumes of the kind of opposition, the anger that she faced in the last few days. Geeta Mohan is joining us with more details on this. Geeta, this was in the offing, considering all of the protests, all of the anger against Liz Truss. The question now is, what next?
Well, that certainly is a big question, because we've seen the Conservatives and loyalists of Boris Johnson now a growing clamour that Boris Johnson should return to power. Now, it again will boil down to what the situation is and whether the Conservatives, because they have the numbers, Akshita, this is a fight within the party of who's going to lead the government. And over here, because she has lost trust of the party, she has stepped down. In fact, she, in all probability, would be the shortest-serving Prime Minister, or one of the shortest-serving Prime Ministers of the country, to have come in and stepped down in such a short period of time. Losing trust, and with the Home Secretary resigning, the Finance Secretary being replaced, it just seemed like it was untenable for Liz Truss to continue. And that's what we're seeing over here. But then again, it'll go back to what the party leadership and what the party really wants. And in that, there is going to be a huge decision that will have to be taken by the party. We do not know whether if there'll be elections yet again, because the process a little unclear. But if they have to select or elect another leader of the party, then there will be a decision that will have to be taken by the party, as was the case when Boris Johnson resigned, and then there were elections held for a leadership to be decided of the party. And
Geeta, I'll just give you a moment to catch your breath. The breaking news that's coming in, and Geeta getting us more details really on what's expected going forward. A bit of uncertainty, not too much clarity really at this point. But essentially, Liz Truss, who hasn't even completed 2 months in office, has decided to step down. This comes after also some of her key aides decided to pass a no confidence vote against her. Now, remember that when she inherited the PM post, UK was already grappling with inflation, with soaring energy prices, the heightened cost of living. She was expected to address all of that. Now, there's been massive outrage against Liz Truss because of the mini budget that she had introduced on September 23rd that essentially intended to cut household taxes and energy bills. What was the most controversial was the fact that she withdrew a policy abolishing top rates, top taxes for the wealthiest. And this was seen as disastrous for the United Kingdom economy because inflation was already soaring. So because of all of this, it's led to a lot of outrage against Liz Truss. There have been protests for the last many days across the UK against her. So it was expected this could happen. As Geeta was also telling us, right now we're still awaiting some clarity on what happens next. But Geeta, run us through, the tumultuous term of Liz Truss. 45 days, less than that if you count, the official mourning period of the Queen. And it's been extremely rocky and controversial for her.
Well, a lot of controversies even after she took office. Remember, this was a party election where Liz Truss was elected as the leader of the party and therefore Prime Minister of the country. And over here, the leadership certainly, or the leaders within the party certainly did not, her decisions did not go down well on many counts, particularly the cabinet and the tax decisions.